And if you do not know your husband or your wife's love language, go and ask them now. Oh yeah, leave this video, go and ask them. I saw an interview of a Facebook content creator where they had an interview with Pulse, and it was like a question and answer section. And the husband asked the wife, "What's the most romantic thing that I've done for you?" I've said, "You have not done any romantic thing for me." And the other was now mentioning the things that he has done that he feels or he felt was romantic. But to the woman, it was not romantic. And she said she loved flowers. And the last time the guy got her flowers was the last Valentine. Do you understand? Had it been they had sat down to, talk about love languages, he would have known that his wife loves, this kind of thing. His wife loves gifts. His wife loves flowers and all that. So what the husband was mentioning was like act of service. He told her that I help you with the house chores. I tell you to go and relax and take care of the baby and all that. That is act of service. And anybody that listens to that will say, wow, that's amazing. That's beautiful. But to the wife, she was not feeling it. She did not like it. She wanted flowers. I just say to help me do anything, just buy me flowers. Do you understand? That's how important love languages are in any relationship. One day we were having a conversation and my husband just said to me, "What's your love language?" And I'm like, which was love language? A love care language. I used to hear love languages and all that, but I don't know. And I asked him, "What's your own love language?" And he said to me that there are different ways people feel loved. There are different ways people show love. There are different ways people express, their love to anyone that they love. Do you understand? I was like, okay, that's what they call love languages. And I was like, yes. And then he began to mention the kinds of love languages that we have. He told me that we had physical touch, we have words of affirmation, we have gifts, we have quality time, and what's the last one? And acts of service. And then he went ahead to explain each of these love languages. And then he told me what his own love languages are. And then when he explained everything to me, I was not like, hey, okay, this is what love languages means. And then he went ahead to now ask me, after all this explanation, what is your own love language? I told him my love languages from what he had explained. And then he now went ahead to tell me that I am meant to love him in his own love language. And then he is meant to love me in my own love language. I'm not meant to love him in my own love language. All meant to love me in his own love language, So it's kind of give and take. That is why it's always good to, have communications with your husband. You guys should gist. From gisting and talking, there are many things that you're going to discover about yourself and about your husband that you may not even know, even during the courting stage. Do you understand? So have that, great conversation or communication with your husband and, to bridge a lot of gaps. You may think that you know everything about him already or he knows everything about you already until you guys start having these kinds of conversation. And once I understood these love languages of a thing, and then I understood his own love languages, I became more intentional. Yes, when you gift my husband, he will love it, he would appreciate it, he will thank you and all that. But he's not gassed. He's not someone that you will surprise and be like, I'm surprised that was the last song. Is it that? No. But I mean, he'll appreciate it, he'll love it, but he's not crazy about it. Mommy, on the other hand, if you gift me, I will jump on your neck. So I just became more intentional, and I started to love him in his love language. And the same thing too, he started to love me in my own love language. And I can tell you that the love, the care, the marriage was like times 100. And I can tell you for a fact, the marriage became so beautiful. Like it grew from like 100 to like 500. Like it changed a lot of dimensions. It changed a lot of things in, the marriage. Of course, when we first got married, we were in love. Like we love each other. We love each other like so much. But when we understood each other's love languages, it became more. Do you understand? It became times 2. It became, it became times 100. Like the marriage just moved from 100 to like 500. Do you get? I became more intentional about loving him in the way he loves to be loved. And he became more intentional in loving me the way that I love to be loved. Do you get? So love languages play like a very huge role in marriage. And if you do not know your husband or your wife's love language, go and ask them now. Oh yeah, leave this video, go and ask them. And make sure you love them in the exact way that they want to be loved. Right? So it changed a lot of things in my marriage. And I'm so grateful to date about that conversation. That conversation was held the first year of my marriage. In fact, the first 5 months in my marriage. That was when my husband asked me that question. And I can tell you for a fact, we are bouncing in the Lord every day. We were always in love, right? But after knowing each other's love languages, we now love each other in a different way, in a deeper way, like it's deep. Do you understand? In fact, I think every couple that wants a healthy marriage should, sit down to have this kind of conversations with their spouse, and not just sitting down to discuss, but actually putting in the work to loving each other. I'm just going to wrap up with this. You can love somebody so much, but that person will not feel it. That person will not feel the amount of love that you are pouring into him or her, just because you're not loving them in the way they want to be loved. Let me know in the comments, do you know your husband's love language or not? Do you know your wife's love language or not? Let me see you in the comments. And please don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like and share this. I'll be bringing in hot gist on this channel. So make sure that you subscribe. See you in my next video. Bye bye. Mwah.